Hey guys, we're on to the front end of the Beetle.
Yep, we got a new rad, built new rad support, new intercooler, built new intercooler support. This is that. Enjoy. Alright, here it is to date. The rad came in this morning. It's sitting in its position here very nicely. Intercooler's there. It's pretty much where it needs to sit as well too. I'm starting to get pretty happy with this setup. We did test fit the hood, the whole front clamshell, and it fits really nice. Clears everything very freely. Right now we're going to start putting together the support for this rad. Make something to go across there, top, bottom, side to side. Should be good. Alright, here she is, fully built, not cleaned at all, no brackets on yet. But that is the rad support in a nutshell. So this bad boy nice and gently, or however that's gonna go. I've set up over here 2 tabs that I'm going to use as brackets for this. I don't know if you can see this on camera. Both of these box frames are built identical size, so the rad can fit in really either way. That's the way we're going to choose to go with. And something like that. Something like that. I'll weld these tabs to both the top and the bottom bar here, parallel with this front bar. And the back is going to have a couple others. We've also switched around the side of the inlet and outlet for the rad. It's now coming out of this side. You know, something like that. Anyways, weld some tabs in, some bars in the back. Carry on. Okay, so the bars in place. We have our tabs on. Probably gonna drill out that other hole, put another bolt through there. But yeah, it's looking pretty good. Next, we'll tie the bottoms up to the frame rails. We'll do that right now. away. Rad support. Complete.
Going to be bolted to the frame of the car, as well as dual bolts up top bolted to the bumper beam frame.
Yeah. Okay. 2 out of 3 holes done per side. We've got our dual holies here now. Might round the edge off. Maybe not though. I don't know. I think it's hidden. I may have to trim a little bit here depending on how the nut and bolt sits. But we're going to drill one more out here for some added support. It's going to be somewhere around here. Right there actually. And the holes are in the sides of the frame rail. Alright, now, moment of truth.
Oh my god, the pizza!
Alright, so once we got our rad and our rad support in, we held up our intercooler, the Ford EcoBoost intercooler. Everything does fit quite snug, but nicely in there. Been throwing around the idea for a little bit of maybe getting a new intercooler. The EcoBoost one is quite a bit oversized for what we're doing right now, and the turbo that we have on it. Until we put the bigger one on, we figured we'd need a bit of a smaller intercooler, as well as to really utilize the space that we have here and to build some proper ducting. It made a little bit of sense to go down a size in intercooler, which is still up a size from stock. So we have this new intercooler. It is gorgeous. This is going to look so much better on the car too than that old one. Not that there's anything wrong with it, it's just used. It's old, it's seen some weather, so it's quite beat up. We have a brand new rad support. Just cut some pieces up to build a intercooler support, separate intercooler support. That's what we'll call it. And it's going to go somewhere in there. Okay, that's our intercooler support sort of in. Just tacked holding itself in place. I'm going to get the clamp together. Take a couple of these. There's an opening underneath the vice grips. A couple of these angle pieces. Going to put them on behind this bolt, and then tack on a piece from here somewhere up, and a piece from here down. I think that's the game plan. I'm gonna weld some stuff. There we have all the framing welded in place. You know, get carried away. It's per usual. It's kind of structural, really. It will hold the intercooler very nicely. I don't think it's going to go anywhere. But then the routing is just beautiful. You can see we've snaked our rad hose around nicely so the cold side of the charge pipe can go up through there, make its way up and around and right into the hole. and we'll be doing that very shortly. Ooh, I'm excited. Charge pipe time's coming up. A few more things to tie up though first. Alright, it's the next day, guys. It's early morning, we're back into it. I got this upper intercooler support finished up and cleaned up and fully installed. Some tabs to mount the intercooler. Just wanted to show you guys a little of weather-wise what we're dealing with here. We're in Canada. We're in Ontario. It was shorts and t-shirt weather yesterday. We had like 20-something degrees. This morning, well, let's get a little closer. You can't even see it. It's snowing right now. Oh. Yep, it's snowing. It's almost June. So freaking cold and it sucks. I think I need a hat. Anyways, I'm gonna get a hat on and we're gonna get this going. Yep. Alright, so quickly throwing together a few little tabs here. We're going to weld them off of the edge of the bar to hold the intercooler, and use two of those are going to go onto the top, and I think one on the bottom, one strap on the bottom. But yeah, do that. Legitimately had to run inside and put on a hat. It's cold. It's ridiculous. Canada, eh? Look at this. Snow. Here we have it. Completed upper support, well, really roughly tacked together. All the bars are in. All the supports are tacked in. It's she's solid. It's not going anywhere. So that's the front of the car right there. See the ride hose is plumbed in the background. We're getting close. All right, before I fill in the rest of the welds and clean it all up and get some paint, walk around at the unit.
Good?
Yeah. Perfect.
got the rad support with the rad, intercooler support with intercooler, all bolted up, sitting so nicely. Still got to do a couple minor fixes with it. It looks so good. Just love it. Sweet. Next,